Hey, thanks for joining me in this 5-minute blast. This is kind of a part two. I talked about assessments in the last one. I'm going to talk about the swing profile, which I like to use for the assessments. So I will share my screen so you guys can see this. Okay, so this is what a player swing profile looks like. And you can use it to plot, any swings out of the blast account. However, I use it for the assessments. That way, I really have a good snapshot of what I'm looking at with some consistency. So what we're looking at here is 4 different areas of the swing. So starting from the very left here, we are looking at the power metrics. Okay, with the power metrics, it's basically looking at your rotational acceleration and bat speed, right? So those 2 things are going to go into what Blast believes is going to give you the most power possible. And how to read this, if you look at the box here at the top, whoever took these swings, this is their average here of the swings that they took. And then the other box is the average of college and professional players, right? Now, they don't have one to average against other youth players. I think they are working on that, but for now, you really can only look at it versus college and professionals. But that's okay because it allows every hitter something to work for. What the green box right here is saying is, this is where you want to be. This is where you want your dots to be if you're going to play at the collegiate or professional level. So as we can see with this particular person who we did this analysis with, this profile, you can see their dots are just outside the range, right? So they're really close, but in order to get these dots into the green, they would have to make sure that they get their bat speed up just a little bit, because this is the bat speed side here, and then this is the rotation acceleration here. So if they can increase their bat speed into this range, they'll be able to get into the green box. It's kind of hard to see on my deal, but basically, what we're looking for is bat speeds above 60 miles an hour. Okay, moving on to the next one. This is your contact metrics. So this is your on-plane percentage. And again, everything on the top here is the same. And at the bottom, again, what we're looking for is to try to get as many dots into the green box as possible. The other thing that we would like to see happen is the dots be grouped as tightly as possible. The more spread out the dots are, the less consistent the swing is. So if the dots are grouped in a tight circle like these over here, then you can assume that the swing is pretty consistent when it comes to that metric. So if we want the plane to be as consistent as possible, we want these dots to be grouped in a tight circle as much as possible. And then moving on here to the connection, you can see the early connection here. Let me just clear this. Early connection is going to be when the barrel is fired, and you're looking for 90 degrees as it relates to the spine angle, and you can see that in this box. You're looking for that relationship. If the dots are higher than the green box, then that means the bat was a little bit too vertical. If the dots are lower than the green box, it means that the bat could have been a little bit too flat in its initial taking off to the ball. And then as we move to the far right, this is the impact position, so connection to impact. And again, we're looking for a 90-degree angle, but now we're looking at impact. And again, if the barrel was too steep like that, then you're going to get above dots. And if the barrel is too flat, then you're going to get dots below. You can see with this particular hitter, she's already in pretty good shape when it comes to her connection. All of her dots are really close to staying in the box. And again, this is for college level hitters. So she's well on her way to being having the same metrics level as a collegiate player. So that's the player swing profile. This is basically an Excel spreadsheet. If you want to reach out to me, I can help you get this spreadsheet, or I can help you with doing a player swing profile for your kiddo. And yeah, it's a pretty neat thing. It's a good visual tool. Maybe if you do one of these every month, then that allows you to see how close you're getting to your goal of staying in that green box. So again, this is JB Slimp. Thank you for watching 5 Minutes with Blast, and happy hitting.